Grandma, sit down.
I'm fine.
I don't care. I'm listening to your doctor.
I got a postcard.
Come, let's sit down.
Why are you here?
I'm watching over you.
I thought Jan was doing that.
He's the one who hurt you. Grandma, he doesn't live here anymore.
Jan? No, I meant Peter.
Who's Peter? You killed my child. Now it's time for me to go after him. Hope you're happy. Grandma, what is this?
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Grandma, did you even read this? Who is this? Peter.
A soldier.
Oh.
The same day as your grandpa.
What?
It's funny how I outlived both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Wait, he was your boyfriend?
That's him.
He died yesterday. On the same day as Grandpa.
Yes, isn't that funny?
Because death is funny.
Yes, it is.
So who was he? And why did he say you killed his child?
I have to go to the garden. The figs are coming out.
No, you're not supposed to walk. I'll go. Later. Okay? Now, tell me, who was Peter?
Oh, he started the war in Kosovo. Before it even started. I guess he finally gave that up.
Okay.
Here, happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Oh, well, I'll die soon, so think of it as a deposit.
You won't die soon, and I'll come back when it's my birthday.
I might not remember when it's your birthday. Let me say it today while I can. It's a good day, please.
All right. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. You look wonderful. I love you. You've got enough.
Thank you.
Now go write about it.
What do you mean?
That's why you're always here, right? You write songs. I don't speak English well, but I can sense things, you know.
Are you okay with that?
Everything, my dear, will eventually be covered with rosemary, snow, and moss. There's an old song, but that song's still here.
All right. I'll go write. Don't get up. Just for a couple more days, okay? I don't want to risk you falling down. Can I borrow your diaries again? Where are you, Peter? Peter. Peter is a passionate man. He never knew his parents. He was a foster kid that kept being sent from family to family. And then the war happened. Belgrade was bombed. He was desperately trying to have control over his life, his son, his women. Well, the first one died. The second one ran away. Wait. This one's Grandpa's.
Okay, Dad.
Tommy, Peter, you frustrate me. This isn't your call. You're a great commander, but that's what you are, a military man. You obey. You have to educate yourself if you want to play a part in politics.
Do not insult me. Do you think I got to where I am by obeying? Do you think that in war you're do as you're told? No, you follow strategy and you follow instinct. Military is politics.
In war, perhaps. But the war is over. Wake up.
What do you know about war? You spent the whole war in a concentration camp. You don't know anything about what was happening outside.
I got captured in 1942, and even if I did spend the whole war as a prisoner, what I saw was what I'm trying to prevent from ever happening again.
Looks like someone is trying to be Tito.
Tito would not approve your plan.
And what is my plan?
Well, as far as I understand from your undeveloped speech, you want to centralize Yugoslavia from Belgrade.
And what is wrong with Belgrade?
You're repeating history. Isn't that what the Russians did?
Russians are not communists. They abuse that term and it makes me sick. They're corrupt enough to be a capitalist country, and people aren't even aware of it.
Then why are you following their footsteps?
I'm not following their footsteps. I'm only trying to create some order around here.
Come on, Peter. There are similarities even you can't pretend you don't see.
What's that supposed to mean?
What means your brain is very clean. Because you're brainwashed.
Motherfucker!
Calm down, will you? Neither of you have the power to change anything. Tito's in charge, and you should both shut up and let him do his job.
Are we really discussing the future of our country drunk?
It's the only way we won't kill each other.
I'm only asking you to think about it. Our democracy is out of control. People are idiots and they elect idiots. We have to give them better guidelines.
Now, as much as I agree with that, it doesn't mean we have to centralize the country. And don't talk about democracy. This is not a democracy.
Careful, Anton.
You sucked Tito's dick?
He's a good man, loyal communist.
I know who he is. A loyal communist. You mean Tito's puppet Josip, right?
My mother gave me that name before Tito took charge, sir. But I do love Tito and will do anything to see his vision through. I think as an officer, I can do that.
You are not an officer. You're a Yugoslav officer.
You're right. A Yugoslav officer. And proud of it.
Then you better not leave that word out of your title again.
Oh, I won't, sir.
Leave him alone. He's young.
Old enough to fuck another man's woman.
She left you. Accept it.
Don't you dare speak about what happened between me and her. It's none of your business.
And don't you dare speak about my wife like she's your whore.
She is. Or was. Fine. She left me. Do you know who she also left here? My son. Is that something a non-whore would do?
Run away from an abusive relationship and leave behind a kid that isn't hers? Yeah, I think a non-whore would do that.
Leave it, Peter. We're not here to discuss personal issues.
And you. Leave me alone. How am I supposed to do my job if I keep getting interrupted?
Josip, would you give us space? Don't you think a discussion is necessary when running a country?
If I let them have all the freedom, the Albanians would take over the country. Do we want a Muslim country? They can't even speak the language, for fuck's sake. We need to tame them, Anton, and you know it. They need to assimilate, and they never will if they don't have proper guidance.
If you don't give them freedom, they will turn on you, Peter. You may be able to control the Albanians, but everyone else will run behind your back. You think Slovenia and Croatia will be okay with Serbia dominating the country? Listen to me. You need them. You need the Croatian coast. You need the Slovenian economy. If you lose them, this country will fall apart. And it will be broke. You think America will still support you when you have no money? All they care about is money.
No, they won't. Slovenians and Croatians won't abandon Tito. He's both Slovene and Croatian. He'll be our best asset.
So you want war?
It'll only be war if they fight.
Just had a war. Can't there be peace for at least a little while?
You're a naive sentimentalist, Anton.
And you are evil.
You're pretty drunk.
Wow. What did you do, Grandma? 3 years earlier, in 1956. I'm leaving for Belgrade tomorrow. I'm scared but excited. I'm on my way to get the knowledge I always wanted. I can finally do something more, like Anton.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too, kid.
I'll be visiting for Easter. I always pick the asparagus. You should come too. It's crazy. Easter in my family is bigger than Christmas.
You shouldn't talk too loudly about that. I thought I taught you something. We're in the city now.
But there's no one here.
Well, the train conductor might hear you, and he might know who Peter is and call the police. Don't talk about religion with him. Peter is an important man, a proud socialist, and a military man. Don't get him or yourself in trouble. You hear me?
I don't know if I can do this, Tony.
Well, of course you can. Besides, I'll be 2 states and a phone call away. You're meant for something better than beheaded chicken. Have faith in you.
But I'll be Peter's maid. How is that better?
Well, I meant in the future. You won't be his maid forever. You're here to learn. Remember that. And he's a good man. He'll treat you with respect.
You're the only friend I have. Promise me you won't forget me.
How could I? Oh, honey, I'd marry you if I... Well, I'm married to my books. But if I weren't, I'd be on my knees right now. I'm probably the biggest fool in the world. Leaving you here. But hey, there's got to be fools in this world so children can learn from that.
Shut up. We'd be a terrible couple. Even if you weren't traveling, I'd never satisfy your mind.
Oh, nothing could ever satisfy my mind. That's my own tragedy.
Oh, Peter's here.
Here, some food for the road.
It was stupid of me. I packed everything and forgot it. Must have been while I was putting my shoes on when I got back down and I forgot to pick it up.
Oh, Anton. Such a brilliant mind when it comes to politics, but goldfish memory when it comes to housework.
The brain needs a rest sometimes. Surely it happens often to people. They wouldn't have a shop right at the station otherwise. It was a pleasure having you. Come back soon.
I'll try. Take care of yourselves, both of you. But especially, you take care of my little Pina. She beheads chicken.
I guess now it's you and me.
Yes, so?
What's that about beheading chicken?
Oh, it's a joke based on truth. From a farm. My mother owns a farm and we have chicken. My father used to kill one every year for Christmas, but after he died, none of my sisters wanted to do it, and I was the only one who could handle it.
Do not talk about Christmas. Interesting. So, who would do it now that you're here?
Well, I was hoping I could pay them a visit over the holidays. But if not, my brother should be back from the military by then. Or my younger brother, he turned 14 last month. He could learn.
How many are you there?
There used to be 9 of us. My brother got shot in the war, so now there's 8. I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Well, I'm not as fun as your brothers and sisters. I spend most of the time in my office. But you'll have a lot of fun with my son, and you might find some friends.
I'm sure I'll find some in the evening school. And I'm sure you and I will get along just fine.
I'm sure we will.
It's exactly a year since I first got here. 1957. It was supposed to be 6 months, but I see no sign of escaping this life. I'm trapped. I want to leave, but I'm scared for the child. I love him like my own son. And if I try to run, Peter will come after me. I thought I was on my way to a new life, but I seem to keep running in circles.
You bitch! You've come here with your farm stories and without any intention of actually embracing what this country could get you. This is a good country. We take care of your people. We save your republic from the fucking Nazis. You have food on the table. You have your own money. You can study. You can work. You can vote. You are, by every definition, equal to any man. And here you are, still clinging to your old clothes, your own tradition, your own fucking religion, which is, by the way, illegal to practice in this house. Do you understand that? And now, as if that isn't enough, you've gone and fucked another guy. That is one thing you, as a woman, are not supposed to do. The one thing that could erase any respect I ever had for you. Why the fuck would you do that? Speak? God damn it, are you mute now or what? Speak!
I didn't fuck anyone. I don't know who.
Nobody. Nobody had to fucking tell me. I found underwear in our bed that isn't mine. Do you want me to go fetch it?
If you want to. These were a gift from your mother. She left them on the bed before you left. I thought you took them on your trip.
God damn it! Do you have proof?
You can ask your mother. She stopped by. Said they were on sale. She also brought some fruit.
If she confirms, you can stay. What?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why not?
All the things you just said about me, none of them are true. But if you feel that way, maybe we shouldn't.
I will decide on that. You do not leave me. I leave you if I decide to. Now get the fuck out of my face, you Christian bitch!
Don't call me that.
I'll call you whatever the fuck I want.
Didn't you just give me a whole speech about how I am equal to any man?
That only applies if you accept your role in this country. If you rebel, you are a traitor and will be treated as such.
I am not a traitor. And I am not Christian. I gave that up about a week after I got here. And not because of you or this country. It was because, for the first time in my life, I allowed myself to think for myself. And it felt great. It felt so good that I swore to myself I would never be taught how to think again. I will not be afraid of living my own life, afraid of sin, or whatever happens after I die. I did it for myself, not for any of you. And you know why? Because you are just as brainwashed as they are. You preach about how happiness can be found in work, in a community, but you are a miserable drunk. How can you justify that?
You traitor! Tony! Damn! It's been forever. What took you so long?
What are you talking about? I was here just a year ago when I dropped this little one here. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's good.
Well, can I get a hug? Anyway, we can't stay long. We just had some time before our train departs again. We had to stop here. We came from Kosovo.
That's a shame. Can't you wait for the next train?
No, we already bought the ticket.
Who's your friend?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I always forget things. This is Josip. He just got released from the military in Kosovo and got a job at a police station in Maribor. We met at the train and I invited him along.
Well, nice to meet you, Joseph. If I knew they were hiring in Maribor, I might have gone there.
You need the music.
What? They have no music in Maribor?
Well, Corton and yodeling mostly.
You always knew how to make fun of yourself. I think I'd miss the rakia more, to be honest. So, how Kosovo? How's it there?
Well, I can't lie, I hated it.
Who doesn't? They hate themselves. It's a strange thing, Kosovo. We need it. It's such an important part of our history and culture, but I've hated every single person I've met there.
I didn't really get to go out that much.
We should be heading out soon.
Not before one drink. Come on, I'll get you something good.
Darling, how are you?
Take me with you.
What?
Take me with you, please, to Maribor.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine. I just need to get out of here. He won't let me leave.
To her back entrance. Meet us there in 5 minutes. What happened?
What a surprise! I'm so pleased.
What's your name?
Pina.
Is that German?
No, I'm Slovenian.
No way. I'm Slovenian.
If you're all Slovenian, why are you speaking in Serbian?
I thought she was from here just until now. Anton didn't tell me.
I'm not great with the details. I'm sorry.
Well, it suits me. I never learned that language. My mother made this last year. It's the best rakia she's made so far. Only for special guests.
Excuse me, I have to use the bathroom.
She still has that glow.
She's all right.
Do you get along?
When we're sleeping, we do. You know how it is with women.
Hmm, are you two a couple?
I thought this one was a cop, not you. Let's drink. To Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia!
Yugoslavia. I think we should head out. We've got a train to catch.
You're right, we do. Thank you for the drink. It was delicious. Send my regards to your mother.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right, get out of here.
Ran through the door and didn't look back. Anton grabbed my hand and we ran towards the station. I don't think Beta noticed. He was too drunk. But in my head, I heard him chasing me. It seemed like forever. It's a blur. The next thing I know, I was on the train. Josip was beside me, holding me. All I had to do was look at him, and he knew what I was going through. I'll never forget those eyes.
There's nothing. Everything burned down. Nothing. It's gone. The farm's gone. They're staying with our neighbors.
Everyone safe?
Yeah, yes, they're safe. It just seems unreal. They'll get you the insurance money, but it doesn't look good. Not for me anyway. I've been counting on that. I don't know what to do now. We can't live off your salary. Not yet, at least.
Well, we got this apartment. I could ask for more. My salary will get bigger. And I'll have a full month of vacation to spend with you two.
You've never had to run a household, have you?
No, but I can do the math.
I'd love to see you do that.
What do you want from me? But this is our best option. I'd love to go to college, but who will support you then? Who will support Tina?
I don't mean to make you feel bad. We need to figure something out. I can clean, I can babysit. There has to be a lot of people in this town who need maids.
You are not going to be a maid.
I am a maid.
What?
I am a maid. When you go to work, I'm a maid. I take care of this place and I take care of her.
Well, but that's not working as a maid.
Just because I don't get paid for it doesn't mean I don't work. But I could do the same thing as I do at home at someone else's home and I would get paid.
But then you'd really be a maid.
I don't mind being a maid. I know I've said it myself many times that I do, and it's this ideal that's been built into me that I shouldn't be, but I can't help it. I clean because it's what I've always known. I'm a great cook and I'm a good mother.
You could work, you know?
I've just been telling you, I am working.
I mean, at the police.
What?
You can apply for a job. You'd have to go through a short course and you'd probably start a new office job, but you could have a career.
So you and I would have the same job?
Eventually, yes.
And you're okay with that?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you do have 5 sisters. I guess I should thank them.
They have nothing to do with this. It's why we built this country, to work together equally for everyone. I think it'd be great. You should do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Marry me.
Excuse me?
After you get your first paycheck, you can buy yourself a dress. Marry me, will you?
Of course I will.
It was the happiest I had ever felt, the greatest day of my life. The next day, we got a letter. Little Ivan, Petar's son, had committed suicide. I shouldn't have left. I know it in my bones. A week later, I found out I was pregnant again. I took it as a sign, a second chance. I couldn't save a life, but I had the privilege of creating a new one. I swore to myself I would protect this child if it kills me. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? Over the years, everything changed. Our country fell apart. There was war, blood, and passion. After a while, our children created a world that was unrecognizable to me. Me, my generation, we were immigrants in our own country. The control we once had was gone. My children got married and had children of their own. My son got sick. My husband still lives in the past, and me, I live in my mind. The young swear that they have created a better, happier world, but I can't see it.
I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm throwing him out. He can't stay with us anymore. You understand me, don't you? He's sick. He's not himself. You know that, don't you?
We discussed this.
There is no discussing it with him. He's in denial and he's out of control. I can't have him near my children.
I just think you should. It's not just for you to decide.
Then who is it for?
Jan, their father.
Didn't you hear what I just said? He isn't capable of being a father. It's not safe for me to be with him. He has to go.
So where will he go?
I don't know. I can't be responsible for him. I have my daughters to take care of. He could stay here.
That would kill him.
And he is killing me.
I just think you should talk to him about it calmly.
There is no talking calmly about it with him. You have no idea what he's like. Or maybe you do know? You have to know. You're his mother. No one knows him like you do. You know, don't you?
I love my son, but I can't say I know him. He hasn't been visiting a lot.
But you do. It's why you raised him the way that you did. He was always your favorite, and you always praised him for anything he ever did in his life. Except for me. Because I was never good enough for your perfect son. Only it's not true. You protected him his whole life because you knew he needed protection. Because you knew. You knew if he married a woman who isn't a natural mother to everyone around her, he would give into it. You put it off for as long as you could, and when he left you, you knew it was over, didn't you?
You're talking about him like he's a lost cause.
How could you have let this happen? How can you still defend him? You should be on my side.
I'm not on any side.
But you should be. Do you realize why I'm here? Do you really want to see the bruises on my body? Kathy was there. She's only 7. She shouldn't have seen that. She saw how her father, your son, beat me for 20 minutes until I was lying on the floor and couldn't move anymore. It started with a belt. And then he started punching and then kicking and...
Enough! I don't want to listen to this.
You're just as in denial as he is.
I can't force you to do anything, but you can't ask me to turn against my son.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to help him. You are the only person who was ever able to deal with him. It has to be you.
June 10th, 2001. Masha is turning 7 today. We're having a party and the whole family over. I'm praying to the universe for a good day. Lately, our home has been a ticking bomb.
Now let's switch to something stronger, shall we?
Much for David, who's driving.
He can handle it. Remember that time after Anton's birthday when he gave me a ride? He for sure drank way more than he was allowed to, but he had to blow the thing and it didn't show. Come on, David. What's the trick?
I've got big lump from tithing.
You haven't done that for 20 years.
This one's homemade. You won't say no to that. It's nothing. 40% maybe. Even the children could drink this.
I'm not letting you feed my child anything anymore.
There is no need, Tina. We've been through this.
She won't stop eating. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with her.
Well, it's better than when she didn't eat anything at all.
She's sick, David. She's been sick ever since you took her on that holiday.
We were just having fun.
She gained 20 pounds on that trip. I get it. You were sad, you lost your sister, but this is my child we are talking about. Did you really have to make her eat your comfort food with you?
Well, she's a little overweight. It's no big deal.
She's gaining weight every day. If you were home at all, you would notice.
Yeah, I know what my daughter looks like, and I think it's better that she's overweight than when she was anorexic.
I agree with it, but you do remember when this all started, right? It was her. She did this to her.
Right.
Let's have another toast, shall we?
Oh, I can't believe this. Can I talk to you in there?
God damn it. Did I waste my life on this?
On what?
Constant guilt trips. My wife and daughter are constantly fighting. My son destroys everything he touches. He's not even capable of having a conversation anymore. Not about anything meaningful, at least. And my country is dead.
Oh, Josip, you make me laugh.
Well, you don't make me laugh. Got a good joke to tell, so maybe I can laugh too?
Sure, what do you want? A partisan joke?
No, I don't want to hear a partisan joke. And they're funny. Why? Because that's not something you should joke about.
Okay, didn't mean to upset you. So, what's really bothering you?
What do you mean what's bothering me? We can't celebrate a single birthday without getting into arguments. I'm not even drunk yet. Arguments are not fun when you're sober.
But you're not sober. You seem pretty drunk to me.
Fine, I'm not. I wouldn't want to be anyway.
Is he always like this?
Let's go outside. I need someone to help me with the garden. I harvested the apples, but I can't carry them all alone.
Has he been like this since Jan moved in?
You mean when you threw him here?
I didn't throw him here.
Never mind. I never blamed you for it. I'd have done the same. It's Pina. She will protect him and babysit him until she's dead. Or he's dead. He might get killed in one of his fights. I can't sleep. I can't move in my apartment freely anymore. He's a monster. I tried, Natasha. I tried. There's no helping him.
It's such a wonderful day, though.
Why can't you take her side on this? Why can't you be on my side?
What are you talking about? I'm not taking anybody's side.
You make me look like I'm the unreasonable one here because I care about my daughter's health.
I just don't think it's an appropriate topic for our party.
When are we going to talk about it then? We only see Mama at parties.
Couldn't you call her?
Why am I the only one dealing with this? She's your child too.
I just don't think you know how to deal with this.
Mm-hmm. And you do.
Well, she's not that overweight. She's a little chubby, a little chubby. She went from anorexic to chubby, and I'll take chubby over anorexic every day.
She has been gaining weight every single day since the trip with her. If she keeps it at this speed, she won't be just chubby for long. We need to do something. Of course, I need to do something. There is no chance you would help me. I'm stupid to expect that from my partner.
Pina,
All I'm asking from you is not to stay in my way.
I never stood on your way. I've always supported you financially, emotionally, with your crazy family.
Oh, just my crazy family. And yours is any better. You lost your sister when you were 18 and none of you ever talk about it. You just pile everything up inside and you never say a word to anyone. Yes, my family sucks. We don't talk, we don't say sorry to each other, and we are so far apart mentally and emotionally, but guess what? So are you and me. You never talk to me. Maybe I don't always know how to ask the questions, but you have never put in the slightest effort to talk to me. How are we supposed to be good parents if we don't talk?
I don't know how to talk. I've never been asked to. She's more than just her body shape. She's a good kid. And I don't know how to tell her that, but I try to show it. I try to hug her and sing with her and dance with her. I don't know if we're good parents or not, but if you don't forgive your mother, how will your kid, I mean our kid, ever forgive us? We're not perfect. We'll need forgiveness.
But I'm doing this for her. I want to help her.
Well, blaming your mother won't solve that. And fat shaming your daughter won't either. She's just going to end up scarred.
I don't know what to do. Why did we come here?
It's Masha's birthday.
I know that.
Tina, to be honest,
Yes.
I think I'm depressed.
And
That's it. I think I'm depressed, like mentally, like sick.
do you want to do anything about this?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think there's a way out of this.
You could go to a psychiatrist.
I don't want to go to a psychiatrist. I just want support.
I just gave you a solution to a problem. Isn't it support?
No, I want. Never mind. Let's go back.
Wait!
How it was supposed to be.
That's you and Pina?
Summer camp, yes. Both of the kids learned to swim there. The government used to pay for that. Now that's all gone.
Kids still learn how to swim in school.
Not really.
Excuse me, I'm a teacher, I know.
A biology teacher, yes.
Oh, Josip, are you still holding on to all of this? To Yugoslavia? And communism?
Ooh, socialism, not communism.
Either way, it's the past.
But we created something good. People were happy. They had jobs. They were free. If they didn't have enough money, they got support. They were full of hope. And now look at this country now. It's shit.
I know your life isn't great right now, but don't project it onto your kids. Or worse, your grandkids. They feel this. They learn from everything that they see.
Promise me you won't mess up like we did.
It wasn't your fault.
Whatever. Whoever it was, promise me. At least you. My daughter won't listen to me. My grandkids are my only hope. My legacy. You can't screw them up. Please don't screw them up.
Josip, what are you talking about?
There you are. You're going to take these apples home.
We don't need them, Mama.
Oh, just a few. David, pick that guitar up. Let's sing.
Yes, that's a great idea.
you guys keep it down?
I didn't know you were here.
Well, I am. Where else would I go?
I thought if you were here, you'd maybe come and see your kids.
And say what? You've turned them against me.
All right, we'll keep it quiet, Jan.
And so have you. You're all plotting this, making my children think I'm some kind of a monster. I'm a good father.
Of course you are. Why don't you tell them that? They're in the other room playing.
Shut up!
You shut up.
Enough. Stop it, all of you.
What do we do now?
Jan, I think it's best for you to go back to your room. We'll keep it quiet. We'll watch TV or something. We won't sing.
All right. If you're watching TV, I'll join you.
Are you sure?
Yes. Let's have a family time. Not that one. Not that one. Wait. No, not that one.
Which one do you want to watch?
I don't know. I'll decide when I see it.
Enough, Jan. We are not some slaves of yours. You can't just tell us what to do.
You're a guest in this apartment, aren't you? It's not very polite to talk like that.
Oh my god, you've made your point, Jan.
What point have I made?
Don't fight. We're just having a conversation.
Shut up! Seriously. What point? Do you think I like this? That I want to be here? Do you think I chose my life to be like this? I didn't choose this family, and I know if you could choose, you wouldn't have chosen me either. I know you'll hate me. I know.
How do you know all that?
They tell me everything. I know everything. I know you want to take everything that is rightfully mine. And the rest of you, you're helping her. That's right. I know everything, and you won't win because I'm ahead of you.
Go back to your room now. Now. It's all right. He's gone.
It's not that. I'm used to that.
What do you mean?
I can't say it.
Not yours to say.
What are you guys talking about?
Please don't tell Masha. Not today. Not on her birthday.
Tell her what?
Well, I don't need to read this part. I saw it all, and I wish I could forget it.
He has cancer.
Good.
You're not going to say anything else?
No.
I just thought that maybe your father's having cancer would awake something in you. A twist of love or heart at least.
I have as much love in me as anyone, but I won't waste it on him or any of you.
He's your father. And we're the only family you have got.
Family? You're not my family.
You really don't feel anything?
I do. I feel joy. Might finally get a good sleep.
What exactly is it that we've done to you? Why do you hate us?
You! What have you done? You've been plotting against me, all of you.
Calm down.
No!
I have my phone so I can call the police if I need to.
Let them come. I'll tell them everything.
Tell them what?
Your plans! I know you watch me. I know you've broken into my room. I know you want to get rid of me, but you can't do that. I live here. This apartment is just as much as my right as yours. You, all of you.
Jan, calm down. I never broke into your room and I never tried to get rid of you. Do I wish you didn't live here? Yes, I do. Did I make that happen? I didn't. In fact, I've been sending Mama money so she can afford to pay the extra bills you cost her.
You and her are both in on this. And him. You have destroyed me.
We've helped you. If anyone destroyed my family, it was you. You are the cause for all of it.
All of what? What did I cause?
You made him sick. Ever since you moved back home, you've been making their life hell. They're afraid to go to the bathroom at night because you get one of your attack. Oh my God. Why am I telling you all of this? You are there. You are here. You know all this and you don't even feel the tiniest regret. Your own father. You and all the stress you brought to this house. You gave him cancer.
If that's true, then I guess I won.
You're a monster.
He beat the shit out of her. The door was open. I was standing there for 5 minutes, watching my mother get beaten up by her brother. I couldn't do anything. I just stood there, frozen, and nobody else heard it. The police finally came and dragged him away. Even then, I just stood there. I didn't see him again until Grandpa's funeral.
How have you been?
Good. Good.
I was just...
Can we talk?
Yes, sure. Talk.
Like human beings.
Are you telling me that or yourself?
Please?
Okay.
I've thought a lot about this, and I know sometimes that I'm not well, but I know that sometimes, like now, I am. And I don't know if I became that way after we started to not be okay.
You have a disease. You've always had it. It just came out slowly.
But it's not a disease. It's not.
You have a diagnosis, Jan.
Yeah, suddenly you have a complete faith in doctors.
Paranoid schizophrenia.
All I'm saying is our marriage started falling apart before it happened. You stopped sleeping with me, stopped sleeping at all when I was around, and you wouldn't let me hold you. You wouldn't even touch me anymore. It's like you were afraid of me before anything even happened. I used to go take hot showers just so my arm could be warmer, so that you could stay in them. But you wouldn't.
I was afraid of you, yes. You started changing before you became violent. You'd talk in your sleep and you'd scare me. And whenever I tried to say something, you would get these mood swings and I wouldn't even recognize you. Your eyes changed. I didn't know that look.
You're lying. I did everything I could for our daughters. I fought for you till the very end and you didn't let me. You threw me out of my own apartment and I had nowhere to go. You made me this way.
Please, at least out of respect for your father, calm down.
My father, what did he ever do for me to deserve my respect?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew. I wish I never met you. I wish that we didn't have our daughters. And maybe that makes me seem like a bad mother, but I wish that we never had them because then they wouldn't have to go through the hell that you put them through. And there would be 2 miserable children who are scared for their life less in this world.
I didn't feel sorry for him at all. I was angry at him for hurting my mom, and I was missing Grandpa. It was the first time I dealt with death. I remember wanting it to be Jan's funeral instead, but I knew Grandpa wouldn't want that.
My dear Pina. How are you?
I'm all right. You look terribly old.
I am old.
True. I should think if I'm old, you must be ancient.
Good to see you.
So good to see you too, darling. You're a little bit of home.
I haven't gone back there since. It must be 20 years.
Yes, it's not what it used to be. Everyone's dead. I buried my last sister last year.
I buried my nephew this year. I win. Death is funny.
Yes, it is. So much has happened to us, hasn't it?
Yes, yes.
You were the president. I have a former president in my kitchen.
A president of the state. A former state, I suppose.
You miss it.
I miss it. But I know it had to end. There was no other way.
And you think this country is nice?
I guess. Well, come on. There's a McDonald's across the street from you.
Oh, yes, I go there for napkins.
You go to McDonald's for napkins?
Saves money.
I love it. I always have, always will.
Josip couldn't let it go.
I know. He was a dreamer. Peter was a dreamer too, in his own horrible way.
Who'd think we'd outlive them all?
Yeah. Every day I wake up alive, and I'm surprised by it. So, I heard your son attacked you again.
Would you like something to drink?
I thought he had a restraining order.
He does, but he met me on the street and, well, I'm fine, as you can see. Drink?
Well, that's not fine. Did he choke you?
I'm fine, I promise.
You taking medication?
No, I don't think so. They make him feel numb, so he doesn't like to take them. Do you want that drink or not?
Yes. But he could have killed you.
Well, if that happened, I'd be at peace.
And aren't you afraid of death?
No, I've done a lot in my life. I don't need to do more.
I just don't understand. How do you feel about your son?
I love him. I'm his mother.
A mother he almost killed. You're in a coma for a week.
What do you want me to say? That I hate him? I don't. He's my son. He has a genetic disease. It runs in the family, a disease that I passed on to him. How could I hate him when I did this to him, and possibly to his daughters too? I get that everyone wants to hate him, but he's my little boy. The last time I abandoned a child, he killed himself.
It's all right. It's all right. I've often wondered if I was the one who married you, if it'd be the same. If you'd have to go through all that, or maybe life could be easier.
What are you talking about? My life is great. My grandchildren keep sending me postcards. Now let's drink. To Peter.
To Peter. May he rest in. Well, we both know he won't be rested in peace. How? How have you stayed like this? How have you kept your spirit so alive?
I don't know. I think somewhere along the way I realized that I can't trust anything I hope for, because that only puts me in a position where I lose control. We can't control the future. There's no certainty in it. There is no such thing as a happy ending because there never is an ending. Life goes on, the good, the bad, which its course. And sometimes, if I don't like reality, I make it up. I amuse my grandchildren with that. They think I confuse things. I don't. I'm just playing a part in a world that I've taken control of.
You're such a weirdo. I caught you something.
I thought all these burned down.
Oh, I took this one with me. I had it the whole time I was captured in Italy.
I'll have to frame this right away. I don't have you on my wall at all.
Hey, don't get up. Don't get up. I promised your granddaughter you wouldn't.
Oh, she thinks I'm so fragile. It's nice, I let her. But more than anyone else, you know you can't keep me sitting down.
Fair enough. Would you like to dance then?
Always.
Live your life thinking twice. From the bottom of the world, still looking up at the sky.